विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत्कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. Ram Ram Ram. Nilakanta Dikshita, a prolific poet of the 12th 13th century, in his Nilakantha Vijay Champu mentions Kati Kavayah, Kati Kritayah, Kati Luptaha, Kati Charanti, Kati Cha Shithilaha, Tadapi Pravartayati Mam Shankara Paramya Sankhata Lobha. Here he uses Shankara in the context of Lord Shiva. I would take advantage of this shloka and try to convey the meaning with Shankara being considered as Adi Shankaracharya. The greatness of Sanskritam is none of the poets have copyrighted their work and we are free to use them and without any consequences essentially. So making the best of this advantage that Sanskrita Bhasha has given us, I would like to reuse this shloka of Nilakantha Dikshita with Shankara meaning Adi Shankaracharya. To explain this shloka from this context, there have been several poets like Kalidasa, Adikavi Valmiki, Vyasa, Nataka Chakravarti like Bhasa. So many people, so many poets have been on this earth in Bharat Desham as well. They have composed innumerable works, but among all these poets and works, some of them which may be available, some of them which may not be available, there is one person, there is one Kavi, one Jagadguru who has continued to inspire us through the centuries, and that is Adi Shankaracharya. The reason why I started with this without giving an introduction of what this talk is about is recently we celebrated Shankara Jayanti, and when I remember Shankara Jayanti, one incident comes to my mind. As part of Gita Govinda Samskrita Sangha, which I was a part of, where I was under the guidance of my late Guru Srimati Anantarakshmi Natarajan, it was customary to make one visit every year at least to Sringeri, where we used to do a program called Guru Vandana. If you have visited Sringeri, you might be aware that next to the Sharadamba temple, there is a small hall, and on the walls of the hall are paintings and pictures describing the various events in the life of Adi Shankaracharya. On one such visit, I had with me two of my cousins and other students who had newly joined the Samskrita Sangha, and they were asking the question, who is Shankaracharya? So this place was a very beautiful place to start because I took those few children along with me and I went from painting to painting, explaining to the extent of how much I know about the incidents in the life of Shankaracharya. And as I went around, not just the students who were with me, but also the visitors who had come to visit the temple were interested in learning more about Shankaracharya, and they too travelled along the hall listening to what I had to say. Remembering this, I felt that it was time for me as well to go deeper into the life of Shankaracharya and understand the various incidents, not just as a story, but a little more details, to learn a little more details about each of those incidents. So I have tried to make a series of videos on the life of Shankaracharya, taking each of those prominent incidents in Jagadguru's life and making a video going into a little more detail about each of them. A Kavi has beautifully told, Prabhuta Shastram Bahuvedittavyam Alpascha Kalo Bhavascha Vignaha Yatsarabhutam Tadupasitavyam Hamso Yatha Kshiramivambhumadyat. Beautiful shloka which tells we have innumerable amount of knowledge in the form of Vedas, Shastras, Puranas, Itihasas, Upanishads, etc., grammar, Vyakaranam, all these. But the problem we have are two. First is Alpascha Kalaha. We have very limited time. We always have the sole problem that we don't have enough time. Second, Bhavascha Viknaha. There are a lot of obstacles when we try to learn or go through this vast amount of knowledge. Well, for the hero of this series of videos, Adi Shankaracharya, the time was never a problem. Though he lived for a very short, probably we are unlucky that Shankaracharya's life lasted only for 32 years. But in that small amount of time itself, he was able to achieve something that we can only imagine and think. So, our hero did not have any problem with time. Bhavascha Vignaha, again, there was nothing short with respect to obstacles for Adi Shankaracharya as well. But still, he was able to gain so much knowledge, not just for himself, but also give it to us through the various kritis, various works that he wrote. So, since we, being mere mortals, cannot accomplish this, the thing I would take from this shloka is Yat Sarabhutam Tadupasitavyam. For example, Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says, Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsaha Sudhi Bhokta Dugdam Gita Mritam Mahata, which says there are 10 Upanishads. Rather than learning all the 10 Upanishads, learn Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of all the 10 Upanishads. Similarly, this essence may not just be from a work. The essence can be the life of a person itself. So, using this shloka, what I would like to say is, just learning and visiting the life of Adi Shankaracharya itself is an essence of all the amount of knowledge he has gained. Yadyadacharati shresthaha tattadeviyataro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate, which says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. When a great person like Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya has lived a life and has shown us how to lead a life, it is best to start from that point. That is the best starting point for us to understand what he has to offer. So, having this concept in mind, the following series of videos will look at the life incidents in Adi Shankaracharya. The way we know Adi Shankaracharya in the very first shloka that I recited, Vidita Khila Shastra Sudha Jaladhe, that is describing the bhakti that the Shishya had on the Guru. We will come to that point, we will come to that story at a later point. But whenever you ask anyone, who is Adi Shankaracharya, the first the first thought that comes to mind is he was a Jagadguru and he established the 4 mathas. When you tell Jagadguru, the question arises commonly, who is a Guru? Well, the best person to tell who is a Guru is Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya himself. To say what a Guru means, the word itself, Guru, Gu iti andhakaraha, Ru iti tan nirodhakaha. One who removes darkness is called a Guru. Further, in the Vedas it is told, Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurun militam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. A Guru is a person who takes the student from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge. But Shankaracharya, in his very famous magnum opus Prashnottara Ratnamalika, tells, or he poses the question, the very first question he poses in the Prashnottara Ratnamalika is, Kaha Guruhu, who is a Guru? Well, if you listen to the words of Shankaracharya himself, the way he defines Guru is, Adhikata Tattvaha Shishya Hitaya Udyata Satatam. A Guru is a one who should always be engrossed in bettering the life of his students, in improving the life of his student, and Shishya Hitaya Udyata Satatam. He should constantly be doing that. Further, he should not just be doing that. Adhigata Tattvaha, he himself should be very well versed in all forms of knowledge. So, this is the definition that Jagadguru gave about a Guru. So, not just Shankaracharya or Vedas, not just these spiritual works, but great composers, Vagayakaras like Tyagaraja have also mentioned, Guru Leka Yatuvanti. Without the guidance of a Guru, how can one gain all the knowledge that is available to him? So, Guru is that source who is always necessary to take us to a better place in life. Again, citing the shloka of Adi Shankaracharya himself, Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarad Achirad Bhava Muktaha Sendriya Manasa Niyama Devam Drakshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam. It's only by worshipping the lotus feet of the Guru that one can be freed from this samsara and attain the higher world of moksha. Chanakya also mentions, Ekamevaksharam yastu Guru Shishyam Prabodhayet Prithivya Nasti Tadravyam Yaddatva Chandrini Bhavet. The position of Guru is so important and it has so much of greatness associated with it that if a Guru teaches even a single akshara, a single letter to his student, well, Chanakya himself says that there is no material object that can be given in return to repay the debt of this knowledge imparted to us by a Guru. So, having understood all these aspects of who is a Guru, what is the purpose of a Guru, how should a Guru be, we can surely confirm that Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya checks out all these conditions and any further conditions as well as the Jagadguru and the perfect Acharya. Having looked at this Guru Mahima, we will surely look at the life of Adi Shankaracharya in the upcoming videos. Ram Ram Ram.